Did it start?
It started. We're alive.
Are you sure?
I hope so. Jesus.
I think it started. Are you playing music?
The music is playing.
Is Ricky pissed off?
Ricky somewhere.
Oh boy. Well,
It's been a long
time.
Yeah.
The return of the BOOMcast.
Oh boy. That Boom is definitely right.
Moly.
Boom is
Mike
definitely
just pulled
right.
out all his hair.
Yeah. Dude, why the hell does system updates always fuck everything up, man? It's just so
They always do, man. Jeez Louise. But we're here, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about for once.
Oh
Right?
yes, there is a ton. There's a ton. All right.
For those of you guys who don't know, like we've been like waiting to do a BOOMcast and there's actually something to talk about. And
Yeah.
all this time,
Just
it's
dropped
been,
it
like,
on us, all of it at once.
Yeah, and I thought, like, there's Combo Breaker, there's 10v10, we can talk about stuff. Catalyst said the music's too loud.
Music is too loud. Gotcha.
Yeah, just drop it on the YouTube. And finally, there's stuff to talk about, but then also, today, out of nowhere, they dropped a shit ton of info at us, right?
Hell yeah,
we got
did.
Street Fighter 6 footage for the first time. They also released, like, a bunch of information on their website about it, etc. So, yeah, we got plenty to talk about. We can do a full podcast. I thought we were going to have, like, an abbreviated podcast. Boom,
We got a full show.
Here.
Let's go.
We're here. Yes, we are. Oh my goodness, dude. Setting up for a BOOMcast as it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I don't even remember what number we're on, but we're back, guys. Welcome back. It's man, it's been a while since we've had some Tekken news. It's been kind of they've been leaving us high and dry, but it feels like they kind of dropped all of it at us all at once. And we've had some new stuff happening over the weekend. We had Combo Breaker that just happened. Rip and Suiken got to go out there. Rip actually competed and commentated. Suiken was doing the IRL stream. But before we jump into the Combo Breaker breakdown, I guess we'll talk about what happened before Combo Breaker. The week before, we had a little bit of a build-up. Rip was a front pager for a week, and then we were going in heavy on Kong versus Godzilla, Call of Duty, and then we also played a ton of multiverses. Like I know Suiken and Ricky didn't play too many multiverses, but I guess Ricky
too many. You make it sound like we played any.
They didn't play. Is what Mike is saying.
Mm-hmm. They didn't play
Not
at all. But yeah, Rip wanted to talk about some multiverses. What'd you think about the game? Real quick talk.
Yeah, I think that the game is very interesting. It's 2v2, so that's a little bit different from traditional Smash, and it's designed to be 2v2. Free to play game. It's gonna have rollback with what's it called? Rollback with dedicated servers. No, but like the thing I thought was interesting about it is that it's kind of like what people were talking about with Project L. Free to play. Rollback with dedicated servers. It's kind of like they beat him to the punch. Evo's going to have a $100,000 prize pool for a 2v2. So yeah, I don't know. And I heard that it's already capped. The Evo tournament's already capped.
We missed it?
And if people didn't sign up, they're out. They gotta come back next week if some teams aren't closed out of it. Right, Rick? Yeah. Damn, your mic stopped working?
He's like falling asleep.
I mean, look, I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for your new game that's gonna last for a month and then lose all credibility afterwards.
Damn.
I think you're completely wrong about that.
I hope so. Honestly, I hope I am. But I mean, like, I've seen Ninja try to shill Nickelodeon All Stars, and look where that game is.
I agree. I completely.
I've seen also Ninja try to hype a crowd out. That didn't work out either.
Oh yeah, the New Year's party.
Oh yeah. Well, let's not.
That shit was great.
I mean, look, I'll be honest though. As a spectator,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, so I don't care. But at least the characters look kind of neat. They look way better than the Nickelodeon game, that's for sure. The Nickelodeon game and the PlayStation All-Stars are like the bottom tier of the bottom tier. This game is at least one tier above that.
I think you're right on that. I think you're spot on with that. And actually, on the way back from Combo Breaker, I actually Ubered back with Ultra David, and he said the same thing. He said when he was watching it, he didn't know what the hell was going on. He couldn't keep track of everything. And so he actually told me he went and he watched Smash duos to see if that was like the same kind of feeling for him. And it was. It was just like this chaotic thing that he didn't understand fully. So it's pretty interesting that like from a spectator perspective, you don't know what's happening in that game. It's very confusing. So that's actually pretty good feedback.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the game. I was playing Taz with Rip Shaggy, and I was just spinning, and Rip was just powering up in the background, legend kicking. We had a good time.
It was fun. It was really fun. And the way that progression system works with their battle pass thing, so that it unlocks stuff. Like you unlock skins as you keep playing, whatever. They've done that really well, I think. So I think that game has an interesting future ahead. They're supposed to have a alpha or a beta. I'm not sure which one in July. So the month before Evo, everyone will get to play it.
I think it's
So-
a beta. Yeah.
Beta in
that's-
July, open beta. I think anyone could play if they wanted to. Sounds
Yeah, so
sweet.
that's all I wanted to say. I just want to talk about Multiverse a little bit.
Are they gonna
because
have
we haven't
April
done a
O'Neil?
podcast.
Dude, I've already had people
No.
wanting to challenge us, Rip. I'm just saying, when July
Really?
comes around, they were like, "You've been playing Multiverses." I'm like, "I got a team. Let's run it."
Let's run it, dude. I'm down. I'm totally down. That game is cracked for real. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about Multiverses. You can go on with whatever you want, Mike.
Good times, yeah. That game was fun. But over the weekend, we had Combo Breaker. Leading up to it, we had ICFC. As you guys know, it's like tradition. It's like before Evo, they come out to SoCal, join the local tournament, then they all go to Evo together in a carpool or whatnot.
Mhm.
And ICFC the week before was kind of that week, though. Are you trolling week? You know, it's like,
Are you trolling?
who is Dragon
God.
Slayer? You know,
Who is this Dragon Slayer?
that shit was so funny. And then leading into it, day one of Combo Breaker, we had some pool action starting it off for Tekken. And then at the end of day one, we had the 10v10. NA versus EU. Suiken was there live streaming it. Rip was right there behind the crowd too. That shit was hype. What'd you guys think about the event? And that exhibition specifically?
Who wants to start on this one? This is interesting, right? Because me and Suiken were there, and you guys were at home. But you guys were both restreaming it, I think?
Yeah, I started restreaming right when the 10v10 started happening.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys start.
I
wanna
think
hear
I
your
could
perspective.
I think I could start it off. I think it started off really crazy because it was just Landon, right, going up against Goseng. And then Landon was a little more hesitant than we were used to. You know, maybe he wasn't used to the crowd, all that stuff. He was letting Dragon Hammers whiff in his face, and he just stood there, right, didn't do anything. And then
Hold on, Mike. Mike,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me tell you what led up to the 10v10. The whole animosity and all the drama
give me it
in the
all.
background. Okay. So Rip was there, but me and Rip kind of split off because obviously I was doing an RL stream. I didn't want to bother Rip. Rip had to do his own thing. So usually whenever I do IRL stream, I always think about, hey, let's meet everybody, right? So I go and meet all the EU players and stuff. I mix up their names. I did it on purpose. They got offended. It's all part of the ploy, you know. I call Joker, go say, you know, all this stuff, right? So I'm already like messing with these guys, right? And I see K-Wiss and I call him Swiss on purpose. And he was like, "Oh, getting agitated already." And then, of course, I see Spag, and I was like, "Why did they call you General Spag?" He's like, "Oh, I'm the leader." And then I would say, like, "Oh, but you play Tekken," like, you know. And then he'd be like, "What, man? What?" Like, you know, he gets all like hopped up and stuff. So K-Wiss, for some reason, thought it was the funniest joke, so he starts laughing really obnoxiously loud, right? And I thought, okay, I see you two, I see it, you know. And then. We're going throughout the pools, and I'm just talking shit to these guys, and I'm just going on, by the way. But it leads up to it, the 10v10. It gets really intense. They wanted to money match. Some of the guys wanted to money match some of the U.S. players early, right? And I said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's a ploy. They're trying to get the download on you early, right? So, you know, Joey and all those guys are like, nah, kick rocks, you know. They wait till after the 10v10, right? And you could tell they were kind of stressing out because they were always huddling together for some reason. The venue wasn't even like cold. They were always together, huddled up, hugging and kissing, or I don't know.
What is
European body warmth.
What is happening?
It wasn't even cold.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
Body warmth around me in order to keep you.
Why are you giving us all these extra details that don't fucking matter? What are you trying to tell
But
us?
it does matter. It does.
Tell me already.
Hey, this is what's all leading up to the animosity.
What is happening?
All of the animosity is led up to the European players all huddled up because they're
just let
cold.
you know what was transpiring
Okay.
before the 10v10.
The war-
Okay, go
the
on, Mike.
rumors
Take it away.
told
Take it
me.
away.
The
That's it,
venue's
that's
cold,
it.
Michael. Hold me.
Go ahead. There were burning fires in a burning trash can.
I like how we're all just sitting there.
Like homeless
just
people in like the backgrounds of like a fighting game, dude, just like with the fingerless gloves in
They
front
had
of a
to cut off
fucking
finger
flaming
gloves and
garbage
everything.
pile.
The beanie, they're all like burning newspapers and shit like that.
Jesus.
What the-
Anyways, Mike, take it away.
That
What the
was-
fuck? You didn't even go anywhere.
Wow, the story didn't go a little longer. Okay, you guys are making me more. I don't want to talk to you about it anymore.
Suiken's hitting that grandpa storytelling phase real early in
I
life,
mean,
man.
There was so much going on, man. You guys
It
had
was the style at the time.
Dude, it was. You gotta. I was there when it initially opened, right? I was in there before the doors opened and all the players were waiting in front.
You're talking about like the first arcade ever created or something? Like, what are you talking
I mean, it's the first major in a while.
Back in the day, way back when the arcade first came around.
First ever tournament ever came around.
We were there when the gates dropped and all of our men came running out of the beach.
Yeah, we did it. D-Day, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
More like
Chicago.
these days.
Oh, these days, yeah. These days.
Man, imagine if NA had lost that 10v10. You'd imagine
That's what I'm saying.
Suiken's story would have been so much sadder. It would have been done very
It
fast.
definitely would have been
It
sad.
would have even been a story. You're like, yeah, they beat us. Move on.
I mean, I think what Suiken was trying to do was paint the picture of how this all built up to get us to the 10v10 and like what was actually happening at the venue, right? Because obviously, you don't get 30 Europeans visiting America for an event. Like, that's super rare, right? So the fact we even got to have this as an exhibition, the fact that the Hado and Combo Breaker even set aside a stage and made this a main event for the event, rather than just something that's going to happen in the side during the 24-hour free-to-play area, etc., right? Like, I think that whole thing is just amazing. So it was very cool, very, very cool. And they did stick together, obviously, like you expected, right? If we all went to an international tournament, we would all stick together. So they were huddled up, even though the venue was not cold. It was obviously a little bit cold. Venues always are cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the 10v10, Mike, let's continue back on that track, will we?
Yeah. So 10v10, NA versus EU, a lot of smack talk back and forth was going around, and then, EU took first blood, and that shit was going crazy. And then game number 2, double KO, victim of ritual. Oh my god, versus Tetsu. I think that set the stage for the 10v10.
I was like, when it started, like, people were super loud on either side, right? It was like USA on one side, and then like some of the EU guys, the Germany guys on the other side. So at first I'm in this crowd, like EU and NA guys, and I just felt like I was gonna get sick there. So I was like, all right, fuck this, I'm out here, right? So I bounced to Drinrama, basically, because he's from Germany. And I think the next one was, who was it? The second match with the double KO?
Tetsu,
right? Yeah, he's from Germany. So Tetsu and Victim, right? So, like, we're losing our shit, talking shit to each other about, like, how our guy's gonna win. And then a double KO, and we both were just like, jaws to the floor, like, what the hell, dude? That was awesome. Like, everyone lost their shit there. That was a really cool moment.
Dude, the audience, I remember, like, watching the audience during that whole match for that double KO. The audience just jumped up on their feet. Like, we just barely got started, right?
Right.
And, the audience was so geared. I mean, we were on the right side of the venue, right? Not even the main stage. So you can imagine, like, a couple rows down, there was another, like, side stage with then the main stage and two additional side stage all the way to the other side of the venue.
Yeah, we're in the corner, basically. We're tucked in the corner.
We're in the corner. So everyone was looking at our way, right? Because they knew what was going down, right? They knew we talked about it and all that stuff. And people started, like, moving over, trying to find space to watch the 10v10. And when that happened, everyone was like, whoa, I'll buy a ticket. They just started running over here, watching the drama unfold. It was pretty cool to see.
I think for me, the cool thing about, like, that kind of a moment in it, and it happened multiple times throughout the day, it was just this reminder of what Tekken 7 is like in a live venue when crazy shit happens. Like, everyone who's watching everything out there are like, what the hell's happening over there? That's some Tekken 7 shit right there. It was that feeling, and I haven't had that feeling in a minute, to be honest. Because I was at CEO, and CEO was cool and everything. I commentated the top 8s and everything, like when Kaiser beat Farzine. Right? Like, people went crazy, but I was behind the stage, commentating. So I didn't get to see all those moments. So being out in the crowd when that stuff happens, it's a totally different feeling. That is so cool, man.
That reminds me of you and Genius in 2010, and it's just like everybody can hear the roar in the room. It's like, I gotta go see what the hell is going on over there. They're killing each other over here. EU versus
There's a fight breaking out over here.
Yeah, so how did you guys feel after round 1? It's just like there was a couple of unexpected matchups, I would say, that went a different way than we expected. Junior was another MVP in the tournament as well. Not only the 10v10, but also the singles as well. Like we had just
Kuma.
yeah, and just Sandy sent him to losers. So SoCal's very let's freaking go. And but yeah, what you guys think about going into like round 2, round 3? You know, like the Gosane Anakin match and like that.
For sure. I mean, like I think like the standout matches or upsets to me in the first round were Shadow losing to Kira. Like I think that one was unexpected. Like it was kind of like it's kind of acceptable. Like it's a different style of Elias than he's used to. So he's used to one style so heavily that obviously another style could mess him up. That wasn't that surprising. Joey getting smoked by Super Kuma though was kind of surprising.
Right.
I think like Joey was so confident going into that we all kind of thought like, oh, he's got this. He wouldn't be so confident.
Did he get smoked?
I think he got B2-0, didn't he?
He did, yeah. The second game was closer, but man, things were just not going his way. Yeah.
It seemed like he had this idea of like, they don't break throws, I'm going to try to throw. It seemed like anytime he was behind, he would try to force a throw in there. Like, just because he didn't do that before when he played Ayo Richie as much, stuff like that. Right. I felt like there was that kind of a disconnect, but, he's Joey. He'll pull himself back together. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought like prior, we all scored the match like, okay, this person's going to win their match, this person's going to lose their match. And we all pegged like Shadow and Joey winning their match. But that wasn't the case in this one, right? So when we saw in the crowd, when Shadow lost, there was a kind of like a lost a breath air, right? Like, the crowd was like, oh my God, how did Shadow lose that, right? His brother is Junior. He plays the Eliza. He knows the Eliza, right? Everyone thought about that, right? And then you could see EU kind of had a little chip on the shoulder. They're like, okay, I think we might be able to get this, right? And then seeing Joey, after Joey falls, everyone was like, okay. Now they were getting really confident. They were getting louder. They were throwing tea everywhere, all this shit. Like, it was crazy, right? And, throughout the whole match, the crowd was just, it was back and forth. I thought it was going to be a riot, but then, I don't know, like, I was screaming a lot. I lost my voice day one.
We all
did. And we all did, right? And I think we didn't expect it because we were like so used to it. But then that was the first time us really using our voice, right?
Nah, that's just you guys not being used to offline anymore.
Yeah.
Especially in a 30-10 situation where you gotta rep your country. Yeah, you're yelling.
I knew I was gonna lose my voice, and I knew I had the whole weekend ahead of me, and I had to save for top 8. So I was trying real hard not to talk and just clap during that 10v10, but I still fucking started screaming by the end of it because so many matches went sideways. Like, the Joey and Shadow out first, but then, if Joe Crush didn't beat Sephi Black, we would have been in big trouble, right? Because that was one of the end matches of that set. That was super clutch. Like, Joe came past me, and I was like, yo, what do you feel about the Sephi Black matchup? And he literally started telling me some shit like, well, I can react to 20 frame lows, so I'm pretty sure if I use Jack, I can do this. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But he seemed real confident, so I think he's got this, And so I was like, all right. And then he picked Jack, and he was really confident going into it. And then he beat him. So I was like, damn, thank goodness. We were going to get bodied otherwise. And Junior had that clutch win, too, in that first round. Who was it against?
Chicken Maru.
Man.
Chicken Maru.
No. Real clutch, huh?
No.
Yeah, I just know that he was not a favorite to win the matchup, right?
Right. He was scored to lose that matchup.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, taking down Chicken Maru and Sephi Black in the first round from them was huge since we lost Shadow and Junior. Total Core against Fujito, that was, to me, it wasn't a surprise to see her do it. But the way it happened, them teabagging and shit, kind of pop off him afterwards, that was sick.
I was just like,
man, that was a double-edged sword for him.
I was like,
he killed himself, basically. Yeah. Dude, the crowd was Rip didn't hear this, but the crowd was just yelling obscenities. Like, F this guy up. Like, hell nah, sis, get this mother F. They were getting loud. And you could see you, kind of looking around like, hey, stop doing that shit.
Dude, that man was typing a paragraph full of S's, bro. Like,
it's crazy.
I was like, what the fuck? You're gonna put this guy on the 10v10? He's gonna intentionally drop a combo to do a teabag? Like, didn't even get a round or a game before started doing that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that really rallied the NA side big time after that. And of course, Cuddle Core popping off after that really motivated everybody, right? And man,
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty crazy. And then Anakin, I think in the one of the next rounds, right? Super Akuma wanted to go up, and then Anakin was just like, "I'm going up against you," and then he freaking 6-0 bodies him, right? But then, just to speak nice about EU, I think their MVPs were definitely Gosane and Joka.
Hell yeah.
But then, like, Gosane and Anakin, that match was crazy. Like, Anakin, like, quadruple backdashing the down back 3, getting the down forward 2 in time was just like, bro.
Yeah,
and then,
that was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was so quiet that, like, that last set was just empty quietness. Like, everyone was on pins and needles. Like, can you imagine just, not even both sides, just holding their breath, like holding on the edge of their seat. And as soon as Anakin took those 3 backdashes and Gosane with that down back 3 and that down forward 2 hit, I felt America just fucking exploded. Fireworks fucking shot up in the air.
Bald Eagle just soared by.
Dude, literally, dude, it was crazy pandemonium. It was like we just ended World War II. Like everyone was just kissing each other in the stands. It was crazy, dude. Jeez.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
It was pretty good though.
And then Victim to close it all out against Joka, and then Joka been using Fang most of the tournament, and switches to Devil Jin at the end,
and stuck with it.
Yeah, and it's a first to 2, right? Yeah, that was shocking. What was that about?
People were saying that like he is like that's why he had the most experience against Nina in that matchup, so that's why he was going to, and that he's also a Mishima main. So that's what they were saying. Like that was the reason he stuck with it and everything. But it's just hard for us to understand it, right? Because we're seeing him beat everyone with his Fang throughout the day. You're like, this is the one that's on, and then all of a sudden Suiken picks Lydia. It's like, what the hell's happening, dude? I don't understand.
Lydia's a good character. I'm just really bad with her.
But yeah, no, 10v10. I think it went exactly the way that NA was expecting, right? Could you imagine if we have lost and like how much? Because like
that's the worst. Like the thing is, like we won, right? It's not that big a deal, right?
Yeah.
Because we were expected to win,
right?
Like that's the whole thing.
It's just like it's like we keep giving them attempts to like try to take it from us, but it's like, dude, it's like we get. Like, you know,
knock on the belt for us, you know? Like,
if EU won, I don't think like I was like, I'm gonna disable Twitter for a week. I can't be on Twitter for a while, right? I don't want to see it.
Yeah, they were definitely banking on
a week.
Praying.
That should have been months.
Yeah, they were banking on. They were like, "Oh man, we're gonna show these."
That shit would have been another Twitter picture of America being put in a trash can or something. You know, it's just like it is what it is, man.
I want that same energy in reverse, man. Where's the
but see, we don't. Yeah,
damn, we're above that.
Lions don't concern themselves with the presence of sheep or whatever dumb saying there is like that. You know what I mean? Like
hyenas.
Whatever dumb saying.
I like sheep better.
I like the sheep better.
Yep.
They call the Cybermen, we call them sheep.
Damn.
Jeez.
Oh man,
I mean, NA's a lion, but there's also bigger lions out there. Pakistan and Japan, first of all, because they're the ones that beat America in the top 8 of the combo breaker. So you know, I'm just saying, there's other big fish to fry out there.
Yeah, we have the results right here. We have Arslan Ash #1, then Gen in this is the singles tournament. Then we have Anakin, Sephi Black with a sick ass run as well. Then Shadow 20Z, Rangchu, Cuddlecore, and Pina to round it all off.
Does that mean EU's better than Korea? According to the rankings.
Yes, according to the rankings, yeah. I guess
they're gonna go after Korea next. The trash bag meme is gonna be for
Korea. Oh man, Super Akuma challenging Knee to a challenge to like a captain's match. That'd be sick.
I mean, the funny thing to me, I mean, when I was commenting the top 8, right? Like they won that one game or whatever. Sephi Black won his first match in losers, and they all rushed the stage. I was like, what the hell is happening here? They feel like they won the tournament or something. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I was like, he moved up from 7th to 5th. You know, like that's it.
You don't remember, like, were you? I don't know if you saw that, but Rick, after they rushed the stage, Rick rushes the stage, and there was a big thing. Like, let me shout out Rick and the staff at Combo Breaker because they did a fantastic job of containing, mask on all the time, not mobbing the stage like that.
Yep.
Because when they did that, I've never seen Rick do this. Rick ran up to that stage and there was some kind of fucking presence about Rick because all of them hella got scared. Like Rick rolled up there, he's like, "What the fuck you guys think you're doing? Running up in this stage?" And they're like, "Oh shit!" They just started fucking jumping off stage. They didn't want a piece of this. And then Rick calmly after that was like, "Hey, look, we can't have you guys rushing the stage because one, it's a safety concern, and two, it's a safety concern. And that's it, you know."
That was that started in the 10v10, and like what I don't know if it got picked up on any of the IRL streams or anything, but the first time they rushed stage after the 10v10 started, like immediately after that, like Rick was up there, he's yelling at everybody, everything. But then like Ice did some shit. I forgot. One of the guys from Sweden jumped up there with the Swedish flag. And this fool almost got German suplexed off the stage from Ice. It was pretty fucking funny. He got grabbed and it's funny because like 3 people took credit for slamming the guy off the stage afterwards. But like they were like, "Yeah, I was chucking people off the stage," and like there were hella people just grabbing fools.
Ice and just 3 other people just beating this dude up at the backstage. He's covering himself with the Swedish flag. Like,
no, it's really funny. That guy is cool. But like. After he got pulled off the stage, he's like, "What the hell did I do?" He was lost. He was like, "I just wanted to give my friend the flag," like.
Nah, man. You get up on stage with the flag like that, Icage and his cronies are gonna come beat your ass.
You came quick too, because they were like, "Where happened to my wallet?" After that, like my wallet, everything, my phones are gone.
Yeah, but I mean, the top 8 of Combo Breaker, I feel like it's still a cool top 8 to see everyone back in action. We got to like see the rankings play out. Like Arslan's still number 1. Gen got his run back against Anakin once they went first to 3. But I feel like Anakin was coming off the loss, thinking about the Arslan match still, because he didn't play the same way he did against Gen on the winner's side of the bracket. And then the other side of that was, if you look at the rankings for top 4, it's like Pakistan, Japan, America, EU. It's like it's a solid top 4. And then Korea, I guess, somewhere below that.
Yeah.
Somewhere down there. He's going to clip this. He'd be like, "What did you say?
Oh,
it was all Rick's fault. He's talking this shit over there. It's him."
Damn, you're just pointing it straight to it.
Can't argue with the results, dude.
Any other memorable events that transpired during the singles tournament or throughout the weekend?
I mean, obviously, just Sandy beating Super Kuma was high. My match with Mihawk, bro. There are so many people who restream that shit. That shit is hilarious. I saw JDCR's perspective last night, and at the end of it, he's just like, "What the fuck?" It's so good. It's so good. And I love, like, Ricky, as soon as I did that one slide out of the corner, Ricky, his eyebrows go up like, "Oh." I was like, "What the hell?" And then even Suiken, you watch Suiken's RL stream, I hit the one slide out of the corner, and Suiken's like, "Rip." I'm like, "What the hell, dude?"
Dude, Suiken on the IRL stream was just like, "Rip!
It's just like increasing Rip volume.
Yeah.
Rip.
Dude, because his level of like craziness
you were like
is going
Finn
higher.
in Star Wars, dude. Like Finn for Rip.
My Rip is the sound of like how crazy he's getting. His meter was building, and then when he did the first stomp, and I was like, "Rip!" The guy was literally screaming. My voice was already gone, and then this one had to fucking do it again. I said, "You stupid bitch!" Like I was just losing it at that point.
Speed Kicks' restream was really funny too, because he's just talking shit about. I feel like if Speed Kicks was there, I would have won the entire set. Like all of his advice is like super good, but in that round where I'm making the comeback, it's so funny because even he can't contain himself. I'm like, bro, is this how I make people feel when I play? I have no idea.
Yes, it's an emotional
frustrated,
roller coaster.
But everyone sees it coming and everyone can't stop it. It's fucking crazy.
I know. I wonder if you see it sometimes yourself.
It's also because of the threat of the stupidness, right? It's like watch everyone. He's about to do something stupid, but it's like
work. Maybe.
But the problem is, if you're on the defensive side of this, like you even know it's like he's gonna do something stupid. What's it gonna do? It's almost like they don't want to press. But it's like I gotta see this come back for myself. Let me just hold back and see what happens.
They hold back. I want to see what he does to kill me. This is gonna be
I gotta see what he's even thinking about over here.
This is gonna be half train wreck, half miracle. Let's see which one it is today. It's just... That's always the emotion I get when I watch your
Yeah.
matches. And then like there was a bunch of
So
other
cool.
stuff that happened too in the singles tournament. Just Sandy taking out Super Akuma, then Junya taking out Super Akuma, like K-Wiss's controller DCing on set point for him, and then he had to lose the tournament because of that.
Dude, Jumanji took out Ghosty and no one got to see it. And it was 2-0 in close games. And I really thought, like, I tweeted at Ghosty that morning, like, after the 10v10. I think after the 10v10, I was like, yo, good shit, man. He's like, don't worry, man. You know, tournament's still on. I was like, oh, shit, he's super serious about the tournament. And then next thing I hear, he's eliminated. I'm like, what do you mean he's eliminated? And then it's fucking Jumanji beat him. And then because of that, he was in loser bracket and had to play Super Akuma. So because Jumanji beat Dosane, because Jasandi beat Super Akuma, Ghosty and Super Akuma had to play each other. Should have been paying attention to Jumanji and Jasandi, man.
What was the thing they said? Oh, our random NAs are no match for them or something like that? What was the...
I'm sure they said a bunch like that, right?
Yeah.
It's expected, like, in both sides of the region. Like, we don't know everyone over there, you know, and they don't know everyone over here. So it's pretty cool.
I mean, like there's no... I'm not even going to second guess it. Like, we could send 30 players to Europe, and then we're gonna lose to European Jasandi and European Jumanji, you know, and then people, and then they'll be like, they should have been looking out for European Jumanji. They didn't know anything about this.
That's exactly
I hope that dude's name is actually European EU. get a European Jumanji going. Just one guy.
New players' names.
Yeah.
European
he didn't have to be a
Jumanji
Yoshimitsu
and
player.
European Jasandi. That's what we need over there. Your up and coming stars.
Gonna lose the European Jasandi. It's gonna be great,
dude. For
Rick is doing a really good job of being neutral.
Dude, the freaking bunny match though that we had to watch with like the two Asuka players, and it came down to 10-9. I hope they paid you that money for IRL streaming that shit. Like, who the fuck wanted to watch that?
Ricky liked it.
I thought it was kind of cool, you know, like because like, well, I always thought like, you know, Fergus is a really good player, you know, and Commanda is always a good Oscar, and it was like EU versus. If it was like NA versus NA,
Ricky's out of here. He's out of here. He's running up this bullshit. God, hey, Chad, do me a favor here. Give me a 1 if you would rather see an Oscar first to 10, Oscar mirror match first to 10. Give me a 2 if you'd rather see Cuddlecore versus Pina.
Damn.
You know, you can't ask that question. I already had like stationed it. Like, I already set it up for 5.
You had stationed it? You don't
like
your legs stop working
like, hey.
and shit?
No, they said like, hey, is this okay if we come around this time? And I said, yeah, let's. That's fine. I didn't know it was gonna be on that same time.
It's during the tournament, dude.
They should have.
I mean,
it's during the tournament, bro.
Anyone's matches, you know, that was coming up. So.
Damn. I'm gonna station Suiken next time. I might play Drinram. Hey Suiken, tournament's on, but me and Drinram are gonna play. Come film that shit.
Yeah, you could have said that.
And it would have been whack, see? You understand now?
They got you good.
I mean,
they got you
it
good.
doesn't even help. It doesn't even help that those two dudes played the next fucking day in the tournament.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. I had to go to Rainchew's YouTube to watch fucking Pina versus Cuddlecore. That could have been your views.
Yep.
No. Let me tell you that Cuddlecore and Pina match, the crowd, there was just too big of a crowd. I even showed it on my stream.
I don't care.
Too
for
big
excuses.
of a crowd.
Yeah,
I don't care
too
for
big
excuses.
of a crowd. Are you telling me that people were interested in seeing that match?
It was
That's
so many
crazy,
people.
right?
Unbelievable.
Excuse me, everybody. Top commentator coming through. I'm just IRL. I wasn't gonna do stuff like that to people. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, why show everyone else the match?
Yeah, why not give the people what they want? Yeah.
Like,
fuck giving people what they want. Give them Oscar mirror matches.
All 19 matches of it. 10-9.
19 matches. 19.
Look, only perverts like to watch Oscar mirror matches. All right, you just streamed your channel was just basically streamed on Pornhub for the for that money match, bro.
Exactly.
That was straight up for
shoes
perverts.
I wonder why I was getting paid a little bit on that.
That shit was for perverts, bro.
Definitely should have got paid on that one. They definitely robbed you of your time and your day. They took like 2 hours out of you from that, man.
All right, Sid, forget it. I won't ever do it again.
Nah, you're good. No, big shout outs to you though.
Live and learn.
Yeah, definitely live and learn moment.
We got to see a lot.
I hope there's more learning though.
Yeah.
Damn.
19
I need some-
games of
I need some
Monster
learning.
rough, for sure.
I need some learning over there, bro. I was yelling at my restream so much when Suiken was streaming fucking 2 Oscar players, and I could see in the same fucking frame Pina and Cuddlecore sitting down on the monitors
I didn't know
behind
it
it.
was right there.
I could see them, and
Oh,
I'm just
that's
thinking,
heartbreaking.
Suiken, move your ass from this
I
side
heard that so many times.
over to the other
Move your
side.
ass.
Just move your ass.
I'm a
Suiken
man
was-
of my word.
and
If I
Suiken's
gave,
ass
I
is
already had
planted.
promised them, and I said, "Look, I'll do it for you guys. You know, they're cool. So I know you
Yeah,
guys
they're
wanted
cool.
to
They're
see it.
cool. But you
I
don't
know
have
you guys
to
wanted to see it.
That's their private business, man. They
Damn.
can keep that private. We don't need to see it.
They gave him the private business to record that. Yeah, good stuff to Suiken once again. All clouding aside, like we got to see some matches that we wouldn't have got to see on stream, and player reaction and interviews, and like Anakin talking about like what his mindset was during the 10v10. You know, like all that little stuff definitely does pay off, and big shouts to Suiken for that. But man, Combo Breaker. Crazy offline events. You guys think they're back for real? Did you guys check out any of the other games there? Like when I was restreaming, like KOF was really fun to watch because Arson was doing so well, and it's just like, can Arson do it in the storyline? Can he take the whole thing? You know, like there was a bunch of other stuff going on in Combo Breaker, not just Tekken. Anything else that caught your interest?
Honestly, I didn't pay attention to anything else there but Tekken. Like I knew ours was in top 3, but the whole thing about Combo Breaker, for those of you guys who haven't been there, there are casual setups to play on. So when you're not in the tournament, and for me, if I'm not in the tournament or commentating, I have free time. I can get food or I can play games. So it's not a situation where I'm like, I got nothing to do. Let me just go watch some other games, see what else is going on here. It's not even like that. You know, there's also obviously just like old offline events. There's a lot of like sponsor booths, you know, that have a bunch of stuff going on too. But I honestly didn't check out any of it. Like literally none of it. All I did was play Tekken, commentate, and play in the tournament. That's it. That was my whole weekend.
I mean, I managed to get. I was talking to Astro that day, and
I saw that a bunch.
Yeah, and
Suiken had some sponsor parts of the stream too, where we were watching. You're like,
yeah.
oh, he's doing a good job. Look at this businessman talking up,
Damn.
talking up the Astro people, man. That was some good.
I mean,
branching
Astro's
out.
been hooking us up.
I'm not even talking shit. I was like, that's not even a bad idea. Just walk around to the. Yeah, and the best part was he would talk to the Astro guy and be like, "Hey, why don't you tell me about these products?" and have him talk about it while he records it, so he doesn't even have to do anything. Double smart. That was sick.
Suiken's a good IRL streamer.
He's all like,
He knew. How to get the,
Go on, Ricky. Go on. Go on.
I just thought it was hilarious. I had it muted, and I was like, "Dude, this guy's making Suiken's making this guy talk like crazy." Nice job.
Nah, he was the homie. He came through, and I ended up talking, and he said like, "Hey, if you want to do this again for the next RL stream, let's do it. Let's make this like something more permanent. Like, let's keep it going, right?" Because he really liked the reception. I personally, like, before I went to Combo Breaker for the IR stream, I always like have a notepad and I write down what I want to do, right? I think about like, okay, what do I want to capture? Do I want to see like matches, money matches, things like that, So like I was thinking, okay, because if it doesn't work out, say for example, you guys didn't like the whole Oscar versus Oscar thing, that's going to be something I write down and say, okay, I'm not going to do that ever again, right? Like that's something I'm learning to do. And then one thing I want to say, like, give back to the community. I wonder if anyone wants to help me do that, right? So when I got there and I talked to the guys at Astro, and the guys were like, just let us know when. Just let us know when. Just walk up and ask for it, right? And I said, okay, bet. So, as I was walking around and I'm talking to everybody, I'm meeting all these great, amazing people. And some of these people, first time, they're like, I just took a shot, And then I met this really beautiful family from the Bahamas, right? And they came out. And
that
then,
was great.
Yeah. And then he was like, he wanted to come out, and his family was like, well, why don't we all go together, right? It's your first big major. Let's do this, right? And then when the mom was talking to me about like how much he loved Tekken and he saw all of us play and how entertaining it is, like he doesn't play like any other games, right? And it really like struck a chord with me. And then the one thing that struck a chord with me is seeing parents support their kids in something awesome. They love. Yeah, during my time, like coming from an Asian family, we always get like my parents were always pressuring me into being in the family business or being a lawyer or anything like that, right? But then when I told him, hey, look, I really enjoy playing video games with my friends and doing stuff like this on the side and traveling, my parents were like, at first they were like, nah, this is not gonna happen, right? And then as the years go by, they did notice that, wow, he's really having a good time with his friends. He's doing a lot of good for the community. And then my dad, before he passed away in 2017, he said, look, you should just do it. Do what makes you happy, son. And, and it was ever since after that, I just followed my heart and I never looked back. And, when I just saw a light for this kid was so young and, I was like, oh, what can I do? And that was it. That was my story.
Shucks.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff to
So
see.
you hooked him up with a headset. You missed that. You left out that part of the story. It's
Yeah, you hooked him up with the
Bahamas.
whole
I knew that part of the story
thing.
too, but I was like, did he say it?
He
Definitely didn't tell him that part. Got him a headset.
Yeah.
Rum ass.
Family game and Suiken hooked him
I
up.
assume most of you guys saw it, so that's why.
No, they didn't see it.
He totally just
like
spoke about
20
two separate stories that were like very meaningful and just never connected the dots. And then
Because I
Rip
always
is just
thought, like-
frozen.
yeah,
What's
Rip's
just-
frozen right over there. Oh,
was just
man.
like-
Are we alive? Oh, we're
You're
alive
now.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
That's
I gave
scary.
out a really nice the new Astro A10 headset.
Yeah, the new ones
in
are
the
nice.
in the new blue, which is kind of the similar color to the Bahamas flag, right? So and they loved it. I know he didn't have any headset, and he was like, he's gonna wear it. His mom was just like, it's like, thank you so much. And I to me, I was like just giving out a headset, but to them, it felt like it was people recognizing their hard work and their ability, just coming out to have fun. And the mom really was like just happy that her son was able to find like basically another family outside, being a part of a community, being accepted, right? So
That's a cool part about
Fighting
fighting
games,
games. FGC. Don't forget what the C stands for. Community.
Mhm.
But speaking of community, right before top 8 and all that, Tekken had a little bit of announcement. Michael Murray was hanging out all weekend, and then
I
Rip-
forgot about this.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna even talking about this today. I forgot.
Rip totally forgot. And then they also announced recently too, right before the top 8, they announced that TWT Tekken World Tour 2022 is back in action, and they also also put in a 5,000 extra bonus pot into the prize pool for Combo Breaker. But then they're really gonna start it off with CEO June 24th, and we got a little picture for you here. 9 million copies sold. Thank you for the continued support over by Bandai Namco. 9 million. We finally reached 9 million. That's freaking insane.
Yo, remember early 2017? It's exactly 5 years today. Today, it's June 2nd was the release date. So today is actually 5-year anniversary of Tekken 7 on console right now.
Wow, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Happy birthday to us.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Right?
Damn,
9
you're making
million
us feel
copies. 5
old
years.
as fuck, dude.
That's insane. That's insane. But yeah, TWT back in full effect. What do you guys think about TWT finally coming back? We were talking about this in one of the previous Boomcasts. We were just like, are we ever going to even see another TWT season?
For Tekken 7s.
Yes. You know what
Yeah, for
I
Tekken
think?
7.
You know what I think after this weekend? I think we're getting all of it. I think.
What do you mean?
We got
Yeah, what do you
TWT. We got Michael Murray coming around, filming things with his camcorder, right? Getting crowd reactions, live cam shots. And what did they do every season? They have a live cam shot. The first one for season 2, we had Metal Cam in the crowd. Metal Cat in the crowd. Metal Cam. My bad. Metal Cat.
Metal Cap?
I said Metal Cam, like camera. Metal Cat in the crowd with Cribs, in the season 2 trailer. And then, like, every trailer shot, they've been having crowd reactions saying, like, thank you for playing the game. And Michael Murray was just at Combo Breaker getting footage. So.
Look at Ricky's face right now. He ain't buying any of this, Mike.
I don't know where it's leading to. Like, what does all of it mean?
Well, I think now that TWT has been announced for another season for Tekken 7, I think we're also getting a season 5, and we're getting Tekken 8.
Damn! Wow.
The season
Both of
5,
them?
yeah.
All because Michael Murray brought out a camera?
Yes.
He took one picture. All of a sudden, Tekken 8.
Why was he there?
You guys
Come
didn't
on.
see the interview I did on my IRL cam on Michael
No,
Murray?
tell us about it.
I
Tell us
mean,
more.
it was like a 10-minute video. He tapped me on the shoulder. I think it was on Level Up Your Game too. You might
Well,
have to
tell us
double
the good
check
part.
it. Okay. So I asked them a couple of
shorten
questions.
this down. Shorten this down somehow.
You were shutting it down?
No, not shutting down. Shorten
Oh.
it
Give
down.
us the
Shorten
shorten
it down.
Break it down, shorten it down.
He just tapped me on the shoulder. We had a quick
I need to be
interview.
able to hear this.
Okay, he just had a quick interview. He just expressed his, joyous support about the community. But then we asked a couple of questions. I said, when are we going to expect to see something? And he didn't want to say directly a time frame, but he's just mentioned he looked forward to the future.
What the hell? What,
You guys got to go watch it.
what the
Go
hell
watch it
just
yourself.
happened, dude?
Christ. Hey guys, we got a new spot opening up on the BOOMcast. If anyone's interested.
Jesus. The future.
This twice. Like, damn.
I don't want to say anything to get me in trouble, okay?
You streamed it
now.
live!
Then watch the stream.
You
There
don't
was
have to say
nothing to
it.
hear!
Yeah, you didn't. Come on, bro. We know it's something in the future. And it's guaranteed to happen, right? Something.
All I'm saying is, remember the Japanese round table where they were just like, we don't feel like announcing anything yet because Street Fighter 6 is coming out, and like we're kind of hoping, like waiting on until after Street Fighter 6 stuff gets announced.
Okay.
Got footage for season 5 trailer.
Come on, Mike.
Evo is gonna be the
That's a
season 5
stretch.
trailer, and then hey, never know. At the end of the world tour, Tekken 8. That's all I'm thinking.
So you think that this season right now, that is, I don't even know when it ends. I assume December?
They said early 2023 in the slide.
Oh, that says when it ends?
Mm-hmm. In
Okay.
2023.
Do you have the slides?
I think.
Don't have the slide. right now.
I think at Evo we will get an announcement. Okay, this is what I think. We will get an announcement. Michael Murray will be there. Harada will be there. The whole show, right? The whole thing, right? This is going to be good. It's offline, so it's going to
Here
be.
comes the fanfic. Go on.
Yeah. Anyways, offline, they're gonna do the whole their whole bit like they always do. Before top 8 starts, Michael Murray will come out on stage and he's gonna say, "Hey everybody, that was a pretty good top 16 and all that stuff. Well, thanks for coming, everybody." And they start to walk off stage and the crowd goes wild, like boo, boo. Oh, you want some? Yeah, the usual, right?
Mhm.
They're gonna announce something. I have a strong feeling.
And the only other
Thanks for
reason
the
why
fanfic.
the only other reason I bring this up is they announced Street Fighter 6 stuff today. It's time for
Yes.
some Tekken news. Like Street Fighter 6 trailer is out there now. We got an actual trailer. We got an actual whole website explaining all the system mechanics. They even have crazy stuff like simple mode again. Where they have like simple controls, light attack for square, X for medium.
What made you say again?
The older games they had it, like Marvel games versus games, simple mode or whatever.
Has there been one for Street Fighter though?
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been one
so.
for Street
Yeah.
Fighter.
Not for
Yeah,
Street Fighter
that's-
specifically.
Yeah, it's a Street Fighter. There's a Street Fighter first, and yeah, it's whatever. It's no big deal.
Can you play the trailer, Mike? Do you have the trailer?
I do. Pretty small though.
That's fine.
Start off in the right.
God,
I mean, you can do. What happens if you press that full screen button? What ends up happening?
We're not gonna get
Oh,
you guys look at
we're
it.
okay. We're okay.
pretty
But it
small
cuts,
though.
it cuts off some
It's
of the
fine,
screen.
it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, it's a little cut off.
Yeah, don't worry. What are you gonna miss Chun-Li's foot behind my face?
Who's that blonde-haired dude on top of the roof?
I would assume it's some Final Fight guy. I mean, there's so many. This part was weird as
Birdie?
hell. This
Yeah,
weird
like
like
running-
NBA 2K
Yeah, this
battleground
running
thing.
around thing. Yeah, I'm not about it.
They said that that's a single player mode.
Oh, that could be Birdie.
So
Oh, like build your character.
Yeah, it's not even like your own character. I don't know. I actually don't know what it is, but I think if you played like the World Tour modes, like back in Street Fighter Alpha 3, it's just like a solo mode with different gimmicks that go on. So it's interesting, just because it's probably a better single player mode than like Here's story
Look at
mode.
Chun-Li,
Here's
dude.
4 stages and
Damn.
a shitty stage. Chun-Li's face looks weird too, by the way.
I think she looks
She's
great.
older.
I think she looks
N-
good.
She looks fine in the cutscenes, but in actual gameplay, like here, this is all cutscenes, right? So it looks
Yeah,
fine. But when you see the gameplay one, like the commentary one, I don't know if you've even seen that, but they show a lot more game
This
footage there.
guy's tight.
And
You're interested in this
her,
character?
her face
Yeah.
is fugly.
Drunken
That-
Master, come on, man.
That character Jamie is
Jamie.
apparently somehow related to Yun and Yang. They say that on the
Oh,
Street Fighter website.
what? Oh, okay. What the hell?
That's cool.
Yeah, I think the graphics look amazing too. It's the Resident Evil engine, that's confirmed.
Yeah, it
Oh,
definitely looks like Resident Evil. Like they're all super
Like,
shiny and stuff.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Like I have the press release from
Yeah,
Capcom.
it definitely looks like
and
it.
it says it's Resident Evil engine. It says powered by Capcom's proprietary RE engine. Spans 3 distinct game modes, including Fighting Ground,
Damn, that
World
looks
Tour,
tight.
and Battle Hub.
Dude, this shit looks so crazy. We finally got some
Yeah.
gameplay footage.
Yeah.
And-
Also, it's going to be releasing on everything. So it's PS5,
Whoa.
PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on Steam. So that's a big deal because Street Fighter V was not on Xbox. It was only on PlayStation and PC.
Right, yeah, PS4 exclusive for console.
Really a big deal. Who the hell has an Xbox?
There's got to be someone. I mean, maybe it'll be on. What if it's on Xbox Game Pass? You know, that would be crazy.
Yeah, but that's PC in my mind.
Yeah.
Of course, for sure.
Yeah.
Pause it right there. Oh, back
Who
it
was
up.
that?
You missed new
Yeah.
character.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Yeah, new challenger, Kimberly.
That's cool.
She looks
And
like.
also, if you like that
Korean?
bottom right there.
Oh, is she the
so,
character
yo-
that Chun was fighting against?
No, it's not. Different. Apparently, the character from Chun is a character that Chun was training in like Third Strike or something.
Is this supposed to take place after Third Strike? Final?
Also, look, they changed the logo.
Yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
Definitely
Everyone
noticed
complained
that.
about the logo. So,
It's like
and now
the
you see
six
Roman numerals on the
sideways,
side.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Back
Pretty
to
cool.
Roman numerals.
Yeah, and what were you asking, Mike, about someone?
Oh,
Was this takes place after Third Strike?
Oh, the time order. I think
they
because
said
of
they did, right?
I think just because of Bearded Ryu and Luke, I gotta believe it's after 5, right?
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah, Bearded Ryu. Yeah.
And I think the chronological order is like 2, 4, 3, 5,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, five is before 3.
5 is before 3?
5 is,
Mhm.
yeah. Mhm. And then they also added
Yeah.
commentators too. We have Aru from Japan
Yeah.
and Vicious.
That's that crazy. Yo,
is
shout out to
in the
Lord Vicious
actual
out here.
freaking
Yeah.
game. Let's
He's in the
fucking
game.
go. That's fucking
wild,
tight.
man.
Are we gonna
And
be
did
in
you-
the
I don't know
game
if you
for
heard it,
Tekken 8?
but
That'd be
it's pretty
sick.
cool, man.
That's so
Double
cool.
Luigi!
That'd be so cool, dude. Suiken's just like, hit him with the creep pie. Like,
What?
God.
Why would I say something like
Why-
that? in a
Why
game?
would you say something like that?
I didn't. That's Mark, man. That's not me.
wonder where I
But, hey,
got it
let's talk
from.
about go back up to that screenshot, Mike, right there.
This
So
part?
this is the big thing.
Overdrive,
there.
right? The
So,
drive system.
Yeah, so all the drive systems they have is pretty interesting. So if you go up to that screenshot though, right before this drive system, you'll see the bar underneath the life bar.
Yep.
And
They have,
it
like,
looks
6
there's 5
stocks.
pips there. Yeah, it's like
Oh,
5 or
5,
6.
yeah.
I think there's
Mhm.
5 there, but then if you scroll
6
down, it
here.
shows 6 right there.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird too, right? And then below that, at the very bottom, you see what looks like the super meter,
Yep.
right? Like it says 3 on either side. So the weird thing is that drive meter is how you do your EX moves, and that bar starts full and it slowly refills over time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Mortal Kombat 11, where your meter is constantly refilling to do EX moves, but it's also like your defensive options. So EX is your offensive options, plus you've got like your drive reversal is the V reversal basically. There's a parry. I forgot what the parry one's called, but it's like a hold system. So
Yeah,
it's like you
drive,
hold it. So it's kind of like a focused attack. Yeah.
Yeah. A bunch of drive thing. Yeah, drive parry. There we go. Drive
Mhm.
impact.
Yeah. So the
Drive parry. It seems like there's familiar system things from the older games all put into this game. You have like V reversal, focus attack, and parry all into the same game. You know, it's just
This artwork for the drive impact with all this fucking paint spilled all over
It
the
looks like
screen.
Splatoon, yeah.
It is crazy. I have no idea what's going on in that one
Bukake.
screenshot. It just looks
Yeah.
nutty.
apparently, if you use this drive impact though, you can get a wall stun or a wall splat out of it. So there's like some kind of like more penalty for being in the corner now if you spend your drive meter, I guess it'll be called, right? Using this drive impact. And the next one's a drive parry. which I think is like a focus attack because you can hold it, and it says there that he uses the meter continuously. So it seems like if you're pairing through multiple attacks, you can use multiple pips of that 5 or 6 stock that you have with the
Interesting.
character. Yeah, it's
Keep
pretty
clicking
crazy.
right through. I need to know what more of these drives do.
Yeah, more
Dude,
drives.
it's interesting because it's like it takes half a drive meter to get a parry, but if you're successful, you get it back. And then overdrive, this is just like EX moves, basically the new name for EX move.
Yep.
These are the same attacks as
Oh.
EX special moves in past games. It literally says it right there. Drive rush. I think this is like a dash cancel or some shit. Perform a
seems like
quick
it, yeah.
rush forward from a drive parry. Oh, so you could like dash after a parry or a cancelable normal attack. Drive rush
Yep.
from a parry costs 1 drive stock, while drive rush from a normal attack costs 3 drive stock.
3. That's
Is
huge.
that like an FADC?
It's FADC.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's FADC, right?
that's what it sounds like.
But it says from cancelable normals. So it's, and like it's not
So
like
it's
you
not
can do a
like
Shore
special.
UFADC.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's a different FADC.
Yeah, it's
A
interesting,
cancelable
though.
normal attack.
It's like
too.
a
It's
max mode from KOF, basically.
Oh, kinda,
yeah, we don't know what happens after the drive rush even happens.
Mm-hmm. There might be clips of that out there already. What's the next one? Drive.
Reverse.
Like you can do look at the
reversal.
command for that
Yeah.
drive rush though. It's just dash. So it's like to do like a cancelable like out of a normal, you do normal dash. Yeah, during the
Wow,
middle
you're
of
right.
it. Weird.
Holy crap!
That is interesting.
Wow, that's a really good.
Oh, this would be where hitbox players shine. This is a hitbox game.
Yep.
Dude, you know, speaking of like the controller type, man, they have like all these.
Well, hold
simple
on. Was that
controls
the
and
last
stuff.
drive thing, Mike?
Yeah, I
The
think
drive
so.
reversal, the last one.
Mhm.
Okay. That's like basically the V reversal before too.
That's what it seems like. Yeah. So they have
Yeah.
all these previous like kind of similar system mechanic stuffs all like blended into one in Street Fighter 6,
Mhm.
but then they all go off of the drive gauge, which is seems like a resource management that you don't ever want to empty out completely because it just seems like it's like it just enter a burnout state with big disadvantages, but it also
Yeah.
replenishes automatically, making meter management a key to the fight. You know, so it seems like a lot of stuff is going to be going around the drive stuff, and that's replacing the stun meter that would usually be there as well. So
Maybe that's what happens when you run out. Maybe you get
Maybe,
stunned.
yeah.
Oh, you stun yourself for like exhaust. I feel a coon too
don't
much.
know.
Pff, I'm exhausted. Too much pain all over the screen. I'm done now.
Oh God. Yeah,
Interesting.
and then also I saw down below there was they show the Ryu supers, so there's like 3 different Ryu supers, so that's pretty interesting too because they're
Supers?
the screenshot at the top. Yeah, right there. See?
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he's got 3 supers, and then at the top screenshot they showed that there are 3 bars of the super meter, right? So maybe different supers cost different amounts.
Mm.
I definitely believe
Yeah.
that.
Oh, like level 1,
Seems
level
right.
2, and level 3, right?
Could be.
Yeah.
The fact that they have different notations for all of these supers makes me
Those are
think
the
that,
easy notations too, I think.
Yeah, makes me think that you could have all of them at instead of like just picking one, maybe you have all of them. I don't know. But then
But you
all
for
of them
sure
do-
have all of them. You for sure have all of them. They wouldn't give you different commands for each super unless it wasn't. At least that's what I would think. If they give you different commands and still have you like choose a super, that's
Pretty weird.
it's about right. That's about right.
How do you guys feel about the simple commands?
No, I have no opinion about it. It's not something that's worth my like. It's not meant for me, So I have no opinion about it. If it's gonna get someone that is never gonna play Street Fighter to be like, oh, I might try it because there's an easy command, then yeah, sure, it's good. But I don't think that part of it is gonna have like success into making those guys actual like good at the game. It might bring them into the game and make them like the game to want to learn it, but it's not gonna help that go from step 1 complete scrub to step 2 kind of a scrub.
Do you think though that this might play a matchup thing in like having a one direction plus button DP at any time might play into certain matchups with like easy assist, easy
Maybe.
move on?
I mean, that's the thing. There's definitely some cause for some concern if there's ways you could take advantage of it. We don't know if you could or couldn't, But the thing is that we do know that like they showed that you don't have access to all your buttons. Like you only have access to like one light, one medium, one heavy. I don't know how they choose which buttons better. or worse, you
Right.
know. So
Like if you hit crouching light, you get a crouching light kick or crouching light punch.
yeah, you know.
Or
And
if
I'm,
you're
and
neutral, yeah, everything.
I'm willing to. I would assume though that there's probably like certain characters that would probably be better with easier commands, right?
Yeah.
Like if they imagine if they fucked up and put Guile in the game and just made a one button Sonic Boom.
That's
so you
what
can
I'm
Yeah, I
walk
was
in.
just thinking, how are they
Right.
going to do charge characters?
How are
with
they gonna
simple
do
inputs?
Chun-Li? Chun-Li's a charge
Maybe.
character.
Not always, not always. And she has the thing is in this game she has her up kicks again.
That's
The
true. Yeah.
Spinning
upward
bird
kicks,
kick.
But then
which
her
would definitely.
Kikosho has to be a charge, right? And the spinning bird, those are always charge moves.
Who knows, man? I mean, there's no necessary. There's no like It doesn't have to be like they got rid of charge characters, but I don't know. I'm sure they have some. I'm sure they're thinking this through because if they fuck up this command system where the easy command ends up becoming the pro command, then that's gonna be an ugly
Damn,
situation.
Daigo
Maybe we should
switched
just
to
commit to
hip-hop.
it, dude.
That's what
Hey,
I'm
Suiken,
saying.
do you
Like,
play? Suiken, have you played a lot of Street Fighter games? You haven't, right?
I haven't played
played
Street
four.
Fighter 5, but
played four.
four.
You played 4 a little
Yeah,
bit.
4
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm saying
yeah.
maybe for 6, you should just go all in on the easy inputs, just to see how it goes. You know,
Like day one, right? Maybe you're right. Yeah,
no, like
I'm
day
gonna
one,
do
just
that, yeah.
commit to it. See
Yeah.
like if you can make a pro run with the easy inputs.
Okay, sure.
I'm
that be
just
cool?
wondering how
Yeah.
these strings work, man. It seems like there's like a lot of target combo-y stuff, like a lot of the stuff that I saw from Luke with Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6 seems to have carried over. Like his DP animation's the same, his like rush punch animation is all the same, his like
Sure.
medium target combos all the same. I feel like he was the blueprint, and they testing him out in Street Fighter 5, and then he caused a lot of upset because he was so strong and shit in Street Fighter 5. But they rebalanced him up once again, and then it's pretty much giving us a glimpse into Street Fighter 6 is what I feel like with Luke, with like all the target combos, all the
Yeah,
stuff like that.
for sure. I mean, like these easy assist combos here. Like, I'm just curious if there's mix-ups. Like, this is only showing us like if you hit light or medium or all the heavies. But what if you do like light, medium, heavy? Do you get a different combo? That's what I'm curious
I
about.
would assume not, just because it has to do with the assisted combo thing, where it's like you have to hold down a button in order for it to come out. So it's probably an auto programmed thing,
Yeah, I have no.
kind of like how Tekken has it. With you hold the button down, you mash the one button, and then you get a combo type of thing.
For sure.
And what is
I
this
w-
game a 2v2?
Nah.
No, it's a 1v1, bro. Where did you get 2v2 from?
Because I saw
In the
Tasty
trailer.
Steve. Yeah.
In,
I-
in the trailer, it
Oh, yeah,
shows
yeah.
them pairing up like
Yeah.
in the cinematics or whatever it was. So
I mean,
it gave the impression of having a 2v2 in it.
There's obviously a chance that they could add that in there.
Yeah,
But
for
I
sure.
think this game's gonna be a 1v1.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way this game is going, right? There's obviously they're taking a lot of different approaches to the fighting game genre in the sense of like, it wasn't all about the game footage, right? Like they showed the single player thing immediately, which scared the shit out of me right when I saw it. I was like,
Why?
oh shit. No, because I was looking, I was
Scenario
like, this
campaign. Yeah.
I legit thought that Street Fighter was turning into fucking Yakuza open world or something. Like I was just like, what the hell? What happened?
I mean, maybe it is, right? I mean, one of the things. Let me see if I can find it right there.
Like Tekken Force.
I mean, it seems like a Tekken Force kind of mode too, right? Because you're kind of free running, but it looks like there's a more open world in this than it is.
Yeah.
But they said something in their press release about how it's like pushing fighting games like to a new direction that's never been, basically.
Yeah, but that's a single player mode. I don't think that that's kind
Yeah.
of. I think that they were talking more about their whole like hub thing, or like where just like the online capability, where it looks like a big ass like futuristic arcade or some shit. Like I still think they're trying to like make that aspect of the online fighting game thing better. So I don't know that part. I'm optimistic, but Chun-Li's face needs some work still.
I want to see the gameplay phase that you're talking about. But,
I think it's
you know,
still
I
like
think-
a work in progress too. Yeah, because like
Yeah,
It probably is.
yeah,
But I mean, we probably said that shit about Ken.
Weird. Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, like I've seen some complaints about Chun-Li. I think everybody looks great. I think the game right now, presentation wise, is like leaps above Street Fighter 5. I feel like this game like stands out so far by talking. You don't agree with that, Ricky?
I thought it looked like Street Fighter 5.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it
getting a
looks
lot of
way
I
Street
think her head
Fighter.
is too small.
I think
On her
me
body.
personally, I'm getting a lot of Street
Mhm.
Fighter 5 vibes. It's just like a lot
Yeah,
of
Really?
yeah.
It doesn't look
I don't know.
different enough from Street Fighter 5 for me to be like, oh, this is this is a new step. This is a PlayStation 5 that we're playing on.
Yeah.
It looks like a game that we can still be playing on the PlayStation 4.
I mean,
No
it
way.
looks like RE Engine Street Fighter 5 to me. It's just like
Okay, maybe not PlayStation 4, maybe PC, but
Yeah.
whatever. It don't matter.
No,
Yeah.
I think like just the art style at least. Then I think the art style is much better than Street Fighter 5. Like it doesn't have that like cartoony look as much anymore. It's much more realistic based now. Like I prefer that. Like all the
Play the
paint sprites,
trailer
I think
again,
that
Mike.
all looks cool. Yeah, play the trailer again.
Play the
Um,
trailer again? Okay.
No, play the commentary trailer. Play the commentary
Oh, yeah,
trailer
play
because
the
that's the one that
commentary
has actual gameplay footage.
Oh right, yeah.
Is that on their page too?
It's got to be there. Yeah.
Mm.
That's
Is this
not
the
it.
one we want?
No.
Go down, go
This
down.
one.
No, you want that
That
one.
yeah.
That one.
There we go.
Adjust the volume probably.
Let's go, Vicious.
Oh,
But yeah, I think presentation wise, this game is better than Street Fighter 5 was.
Yeah, sure, presentation, but I mean, it's a presentation in a fucking.
It better be better.
You know,
but-
honestly,
trailer.
You think that looks like 5?
no, I think a lot of like the animation stuff, kind of, yeah. Like Luke,
I mean, the
animation
animation,
wise,
sure.
it's the
Yeah, I think
same.
animation is not surprising to me.
And I think all this paint stuff kind of reminds me of 4, but like cracked up to 11. It's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
the paint.
No,
strokes
honestly,
and
you
all
remember,
that.
you remember Street Fighter 5's initial trailer when Chun-Li's in the air doing air combos and shit. It kind of looks a lot like that. It's the same, like that same kind of Chinatown stage in Street Fighter
yep.
5,
Yeah.
right, with the airborne hits and shit.
Yep.
So I
So
don't
you're
know, just
saying this is all going to change before release?
I don't know. Honestly, I doubt it. I actually think it'll probably stay very similar.
I think so.
But it's just one of those things where it doesn't look different, like that different from like old Street Fighters. So I mean,
think
Chun-Li
so.
finally put on some
Very-
clothes,
Yeah.
thanks God. But
I mean,
I like
yeah, I
that
have to
they
agree
got
with
a
Mike.
glow up. Yeah.
It definitely looks like the Resident Evil engine in a Street Fighter 5 kind of form.
look at her proportions, bro. Her thighs are as big as her torso.
Dude, that's why I said her
Chun-Li.
her head is so small.
Her
in
head
this
is
game.
all the bodies. The head's the smallest
Yeah.
piece of the body gets bigger.
Yeah,
down
I
to
think
the feet.
Yeah.
Ryu's proportions look kind of weird too. Like his chest is like freaking wide as a tank,
Bro,
and then his
look at
arms
her
are like.
thighs right here at this freeze frame.
I'm telling you, you watch a Chun-Li footage, press pause at any point, it's gonna be a funny looking freeze frame.
Okay, we'll try. it
Any
on the
point
next
you
one.
watch, anytime you pause the game when Chun is on the
those
screen,
shots.
Look at this.
it'll look funny.
Do the paint stays on the floor too? Holy crap! So many colors.
That's cool. And that's like the ink style from
Damn,
Street
she
Fighter
looks
4 for
fucked
Ryu.
up there.
No, this is my favorite part right here. Look at the face. Wait, oh, you gotta back up and find the face. You gotta freeze it right there. Little throw up face.
That's great. I think that looks amazing.
No, any of the cinematics I think look
Yeah.
fine. It's as soon as it gets into actual gameplays where it looks kind of funny. You know, and also I thought I saw that they had a slow mo in this.
Yeah,
Really?
I saw earlier.
It looked like they had like a slow mo, like where it was like two hits possibly
that super
trade.
looked good. That super looked really
Yeah.
good. I like how they. It seems like a lot of stuff that they were kind of hesitant about before. With like, are we really going to give Ryu a beard in Street Fighter 5? No, just put it as a separate outfit. And they committed to it this time.
Mhm.
Chun-Li finally got a little glow up too. I like those things about the Street Fighter 6, but I don't know. The early impressions though definitely give me Street Fighter 5 vibes. It's just like the animations are probably going to get a couple tweaks and a couple things here. I think we're definitely seeing a work in progress. It's definitely not the final
I
product.
think, it's very close. The game's coming out 2023. It says it right there, right? So it's only 6 months away. It can't change that much.
Did they say
if
a
you
date?
look at-
20. It could be any time in
Oh,
2023.
you're right. It could be December 2023.
If you
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
like the first launch Street Fighter 5 Ryu like low forward, that's completely
Yep, I
different
remember.
from launch. Yeah, like it's like a lot of his
It looked like
logos
an
are different.
MK low forward, yeah.
Yeah, damn.
But that game was, I feel like, didn't they show that very early compared to its release date? I guess, yeah, same thing. We don't know when 2023, which part of
Yeah.
2023.
I mean, it's Street Fighter, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna be popular. It's gonna do well. And in general, Street Fighter games are generally fairly fun because they have the right engine to work upon since the beginning. It's just whether or not it can look good, and
Yeah.
play good. And I think I don't know. I mean, right now it's so divisive, right? Like, I think so many people are like, "Oh, this is the best shit. It looks nice," and there's other people like, "Wow, it looks ugly. Look at Chun-Li's face,"
That's
I like,
so
I like,
shocking to me.
I like both sides. I like
Okay.
playing both sides. I mean, her face is ugly, but
Damn.
the
I
game
think
looks
she looks
fun.
face.
okay. Dude, I think she looks way better than like the past several MVCI,
I agree.
Street Fighter 5.
Yeah,
Bro, MVCI?
Yeah.
Oh
Come
my
on, bro.
god.
MVCI is not even in the conversation, bro. That wasn't.
I think she looks
That
way
was a
better than
Chun-Li.
that. Yeah.
That was just Chun L.
Damn. Shut up.
Damn.
No, but I think like, so you just said that about how people are divided over how this game looks. To me, I feel like Street Fighter V was way more dumped on. Like, oh my god, look at everyone's hair, everyone's knees are backwards. Like this shit is garbage.
But that was afterwards. You had to.
No, I think that was from the beginning on.
No, it wasn't. No, the
No?
knees backwards part wasn't even a
That
thing
was
until
Alex. I know he's DLC,
Yeah.
sure.
And the hair thing definitely needed more hair involved. It was weird at first, and then they kept adding that same hairstyle to every other character.
Because they kept
and
adding
then
more blonde
eventually-
characters.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't think it got dumped. I don't think it got dumped on that hard.
I don't feel like there's anything that bad from what we've seen out of Street Fighter 6 yet. Is there?
Well, you also have
I
to
don't think
remember
so. It's not that bad. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It just came out. It's like it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
came out of nowhere,
It's our
right? I
first
don't know
day
how many
seeing
people
it
knew it.
today.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fighting game players. All they give a shit about is how their favorite fighting game plays. So if it plays fine, people will play it, and if it plays like shit, then people won't play it.
There was,
Yep,
there
the
was
drive
a,
system is gonna be very interesting.
there was a leaked image where it shows like a cabinet or something in one of these with like a shot of it looks like it's a silhouette of Cammy.
It's
in the
from that
background.
Battle Hub thing.
Yeah, and it pretty much looks like Cammy in the background.
Can
and
you
the
show
other
that?
character- I don't know where that is.
I linked it to you. I sent it to you either in the personal DM or separate.
All right, let's see.
But yeah, Maximilian did like this deep dive too, where he was digging through the trailer and everything else, and he basically
Oh, yeah,
found
there
out
it
a
is.
bunch of the roster. That's gonna be a bunch of the
What is
roster.
that? Is that Chun?
That's Chun's
Ricky's
face.
been
Yeah,
Oh my
mad
God.
all day.
Damn, I see what Ricky. Okay, Ricky.
That's gonna be his new emote. I already know it.
Yeah,
So you
this
can see right
silhouette-
here, guys. That's definitely Cammy and
That's
Guile.
Cammy.
That
yeah.
hella looks like Cammy. That's her braid. That's
Cammy.
her fighting
Yeah.
stance, and
Yeah,
her
outfit.
arm like this too. Yeah, and that definitely looks like Guile too. Like
For sure.
the top part, and then
Mhm.
somebody in the comments said it looks like this artist's rendition of Guile, and I was like, it
Oh,
kind of
damn.
do. That's
Damn,
pretty
Guile
damn
be
good.
Guile, man.
Patriot Guile. Let's go.
That's
Guile
real.
and
Yeah, that's
Cammy.
from.
Yeah.
Can you show
One
the
button
Maximilian
Sonic
image?
Boom.
I'm
Mike.
down. I'm
Yeah, I got
excited.
you.
Uh,
Maximilian.
We're going through DMs, Mike.
We got it. We got it.
Jesus Christ, Mike. So look at the list on the right, guys. You can see this is a screenshot from the thing, right? But if you scroll over to the left, that's going to be where you see the
Yeah, right there.
names of everybody. Yes,
Go back
this is
up.
where he's pulling
Yeah.
all these from. Yeah, see?
Dawson.
So there's Guile on this list, Dalsum, Cammy.
Yeah.
So he made a list of everyone that potentially could be in this roster, essentially.
Hmm.
Who is that? Oh, Zangief. It says Geef
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Damn.
Dropping all those names in there for you guys to get excited,
Hmm.
and it's gonna be none of them.
Could be. I don't know, man.
Ken really did get replaced by Luke.
Rick, you really gonna make this an email?
It's my favorite. This is the best looking Chun is in the trailer for sure.
Come
This-
on,
this,
man.
This picture right here
You're
is
a
the
hater,
best.
dude.
Ricky's.
I like this
jeez.
picture actually. This is actually. I'm not even talking shit when I say that.
It's a good picture.
It just looks
Good
funny,
picture.
dude. It's a funny ass picture.
Crazy.
Jeez Louise. But anyway, roster still. I'm sure we'll get a lot more information about Street Fighter 6 as we get closer to release. But yeah, I mean, looks good to me so far, dude. I'm a fan of the art style.
I think the art style's okay. Yeah, I don't mind it. I just think the character models could use a little touch up. Other than that, I think it's fine.
I
I'm
think
just
Go ahead.
I'm just curious to see how the system and mechanics all play
Yeah.
out. It's just like
That's
V
huge.
reversal, there's parry, and there's also a third one that I'm forgetting right now. It's just like, how does that shit all work out together? It's just, and they have another resource that we're not used to, drive, instead of like like Street Fighter 4 and 5, where it's just like
Mhm.
Ultra and V reverse or V trigger meter, right? You pretty much get that by getting beat up or using
Yep.
V skills and stuff. Now it's just like automatically replenishes. This is
Automatically. The weird part about that is like that's what Mortal Kombat 11 did, and a lot of people don't like that still,
Is
right?
Ricky frozen?
Potentially
man.
frozen.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, don't worry about me. My face is looking great. But yeah, I think that system in MK11, you know, a lot of people are just not big fans of it. So it's interesting to see that they kind of borrowed this idea from a game that didn't do so well with it.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, like, I think Mortal Kombat 11 had a bunch of other things that was an issue, right? Like, no
Mhm.
run, there was only, like, little dashes, and stuff started feeling a little sluggish and stuff. But, I don't know, I didn't really play Mortal Kombat 11, so I can't really speak too much about that. But, yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how it all works. I'm just curious to
Yep.
see.
That's the question mark right now.
Pretty exciting
Anything
that
else about it?
I'm just excited that we've got gameplay finally, and...
That's true. I didn't expect it. I woke up today, I was like, what is this? Oh my god, there's footage of Street Fighter 6.
You're ridiculous, Ricky.
Wait,
You're
what am I
I
looking
didn't
at
make
here?
I didn't make
That's
this
a
game, bro.
real
Ridiculous.
screenshot?
I didn't make this game.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Holy
Ricky.
moly.
Ricky.
Wow.
Huh.
I love this game.
Hey, somebody link me the GIF.
God damn. You think Chun-Li's
Oh,
bad in this game?
That's what you. Yeah, fine. I can't argue them facts.
Mm-hmm. Damn, Fortnite might have some competition with that Chun-Li.
Ay.
But yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else you guys are looking forward to? TWT is back.
No.
Any more Tekken news? Now that Street Fighter 6 news has finally been dropped on us. What do you guys think? Is it happening? Season 5, Tekken 8 next?
Well,
I
let's
think
take
it's
a
gonna
poll.
happen.
Which one do you think, Ricky? Season 5 or new game?
Or both?
I mean, I don't know. But I mean, Tekken 8 will happen. Like that's you can't even like deny that. You know, like. But
How do we
a
know
new.
it'll be 8 though? It could be.
Yeah,
8.
that's true. We don't know if it's gonna be 8 or not. That's a good point. I don't know though. If it's a new season, I think it's. I personally think they won't do a new season. I think they will just go to a new game. But let this one be like the finals for this season. Since I don't think the season technically ever got a tour, right?
Yeah, you're right. It didn't. Yeah, Kakoma in the chat said really need new game. I think, you know, we all wanted one more season of Tekken 7 on the TWT. This one sounds like we're getting like a half season, at least a half season. So it's interesting. I think there's only 4 or 5 master events even, plus Evo. So it's not a very full season, but at least it's something. But that lends to me like something new is coming around the corner, rather than a season 5 update. And, you know, whether or not we get, you know, a full new game, whether or not it goes to the arcade first, which would be like the worst thing ever. We've talked about that before. I don't want to even, you know, depress myself with that thought again. But if they somehow decide that it needs to go to arcade first, then give us a season 5. You know, give us a season 5 to play while that arcade thing is going on.
And make the arcade like 5.0, only like 3 months and it comes out to console.
I think we would more likely see a balance patch and not a season 5.
Balance
But I
patch
think
is an interesting idea.
Yeah, balance patch to kind of revamp the game a little bit, or maybe something different, right? But then announcing a new variation of Tekken, right? The newest one. So I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. I think we're still gonna get an announcement at Evo. Wow, what is this?
Chun-Li. I mean, you know, the interesting thing, I was like, why didn't they make Combo Breaker part of the TWT? I was thinking, why are you zooming on that part?
Dude, Ricky's so thirsty, dude. She got it from the front end.
Okay. No.
She looks like
Ricky,
I see it.
Zoom more on the face, Ricky.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to get to, bro. It's I don't know how.
Whoa!
Not the face, Rick.
That's how it goes.
Dude, she
That's how it goes.
looks like Sid from fucking Toy Story 1 when he's like across the yard and shit.
Bro, it's funny because she lost the cheeks in her face right there. Like the other one took too much of it.
Dude, I don't know what they did to her in that long shot. Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. You pause it every now and then. You get some funny ass.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. What the hell were we talking about?
I lost track.
Tekken, What's
Balance
happening?
pass.
Oh yeah,
or-
balance pad.
Balance
Yeah,
pad.
I was like, how come we didn't get Combo Break as part of the TWT? Maybe they're gonna balance patch before CEO.
Interesting. I mean, they could have. That was always the weird thing. Why didn't they add Combo Breaker to it, right? But
I think they're
it was.
trying to finalize it.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of one of those just dates didn't happen thing.
Like a couple months ago, we didn't even really know that Combo Breaker was gonna happen. We're like, well, we'll see if COVID's gonna come or not, and whether or not this all even occurs. So I think that's probably the reason.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
say-
I'm as long as there's a tour happening, anyways. It's like it's sick. You know, I'm glad that the Combo Breaker people even got paid out for just being there, right? Like the $5,000 pop bonus was a nice
Bonus.
little touch.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing going around on Twitter. Everyone talking about prize pools and all. So Tekken got away pretty well. I think it ended up being Tekken was the biggest prize pool there because of this.
Nice.
That's good.
That's how it'd be playing fighting games.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been there for a while. But yeah, man, like I'm super excited to see just what they have in store for us. I feel like they've been waiting on telling us some news, and I feel like, you know, the way that they had the TWT announcement, and then you had like Markman and Takes like egging on Michael Murray. Hey, Michael, you got anything more for us? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know, elbow, elbow. And I was just like, they are cooking up for something. I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, I think they're definitely cooking something.
They baited me so hard, dude.
Yeah, they got
Like,
you.
because the whole thing was it came on right after Street Fighter V, and the announcement was before the top 8. So I was like, why is it before the top 8, not after? And I was so confused about that.
You came running over to me and told me your story. I was like, get out of here. What is this?
I was like, they're putting it between
Even I
Street
was
Fighter
like,
and Tekken.
Oh, geez,
They're trying to keep the
you
Street
put on my
Fighter audience
tinfoil
invested
hat,
before
dude.
Tekken.
Slow down.
They're gonna do an announcement before the top 8.
Oh man.
In foil hat, going crazy over there.
I was like, watch. They're gonna announce Harada. He's gonna come out. It's gonna get crazy in here. You know, also just thinking about that random. Like, isn't it wild that they decided to show the Street Fighter 6 stuff 2 days after Combo Breaker ends, or 3 days, whatever, 4 days? I'm fucking lost track of time. But like, they could have revealed this at Combo Breaker. People would have lost their minds, right? But they were like, no, we're gonna save it for PlayStation State of Play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be weird to get an announcement for Street Fighter 6 on Sunday. You know, at like what time was the tournament ended? Like at 10 a.m. for over here, right?
Yeah.
Was it that early? Nah.
Yeah, Street Fighter 4 was
Yeah,
on,
because
or
Street Fighter was off by like 12, by like 12:30.
Yeah, it was early.
12:30 your time, or 12:30 Chicago time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like over here it would have been mad early, right? So it's just a weird time slot for them to even be announcing that, unless they decided to do it like in between two finals that weren't even their games, you know?
Damn, it's funny to me that they even were on the State of Play. Now coming to Xbox. No longer PlayStation exclusive.
I mean, it's just interesting. I'm just curious about how marketing teams decide things, you know? Because then I started wondering about Tekken. Like, if there's a new Tekken game, will it be announced at like an EVO or a TWT, or is it going to be saved for like an E3 or a Gamescom, you know, or a State of Play or whatever?
I mean, there's no E3 this year, right? So it's like, what's the big thing to announce?
June 12th is Xbox Bethesda conference thing. And a lot of people looking at that as an event. So that's 10 days away. So maybe
that's Xbox and Bethesda.
Xbox, you know, they can show Street Fighter 6. They're all excited about that shit now.
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's like, what are they gonna show me?
Maybe
they can show me a new character.
Season
If they
5
showed
or
me a
something.
new character, then it's worth watching.
Let me just tinfoil hat one more small thing.
Oh boy.
Okay,
here it comes.
Ed Boon tweeted out about
I
he said, like,
heart Street Fighter.
not that, right? He did do that one as well, but he tweeted out about Tekken hitting 9 million sales, right? Like, that was interesting. But then Harada took the screenshot from Street Fighter V with Shin Shoryu whatever and Chun-Li's skull showing, and he said like finish him on it, right?
What the fuck?
So Harada tweeted something MK related, and Ed Boon tweeted something Tekken related.
Stop it. Stop
Yeah.
it.
Changsung
Stop it.
as the Mokujin character going to Kuma and D-Tower in the same game.
way. Bro, that would be cool. I did say Shang Tsung as Mokujin for a while. Like
We talked about that a long time ago,
I'm
man.
like, that would be so sick and it would make so much sense.
It's
But
really like some like early like mid '90s like
yeah,
video game
that's what I'm
magazine
saying.
rumor mill type of shit.
That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I
just
would
like
say.
Tekken 7 having Akuma and Geese Howard, bro.
Right?
Come
That's
on.
what I'm saying too. It's so it's
It
like
makes
It
sense.
sounds
It's-
crazy,
it's a
but
rumor
it's
mill, but it's-
possible. Yeah.
It's like not impossible. That's the thing.
Are you
but
telling me
no,
I
it's
could
not
play
possible.
Sub-Zero in Tekken? Oh my
No,
god.
Have
we're,
you guys-
we're not telling you that. We're telling you it's not possible. Impossible.
That would be
Yeah,
so sick.
look at Beansy chat. It says someone said to Harada, "You're next," as in to reveal something, and Harada said, "No, Boone is next."
Whoa. Like, why? Like, I felt like they never really connected with Boone like that, right? It's
Nah,
only,
they
like,
just
the
messed
Boone is
with
Japanese-
you guys.
Boone has always loved Tekken.
Yeah, no,
always.
I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah,
That's sick.
all the
but this
all
is the
the
most I've seen Harada refer to Boone. So that's
That's
pretty
what I'm
interesting.
saying.
So
too.
you're saying initially, the next second we'll have our own set of guest characters, it'll be like Mortal
I'm saying
Kombat.
Shang Tsung could be season 5 of Tekken 7.
Holy shit. That soon? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Bro,
or,
if you're, I
like
mean, if
the
you're
next
not
Tekken game could be Tekken Cross Mortal Kombat.
look, if you're not paying attention, you probably think
Whoa,
that
whoa,
there's
whoa,
hella
whoa,
Tekken
wow.
characters in the new Virtual Fighter game because they got hella
Yeah.
Tekken
Those
outfits in that
skins
game.
are
Crazy good. Some of them are good. Some of them are hilarious.
yeah.
Brian
Something
one
looked
is
like
really
Chun-Li's
good.
face in that screenshot you showed
I
us.
always see the virtual fighter
Yeah.
players saying that Tekken players are shitting on them, and I'm like,
What the hell is that about?
I don't know where they're getting this from,
Who's
dude.
talking about it?
And apparently, all of it went back to a main man video about him saying like he doesn't like Virtual Fighter or some shit.
From when, Mike?
I
That
don't
video
know.
is a year old. That's 11
Probably.
months old. I saw the same video linked and I was like, what is this? This is 11 months ago. Who the fuck is talking about Virtua Fighter?
Yeah, I'm like, who in the Tekken community ever shits on Virtual Fighter? I've never
I don't
seen
know,
it.
man. Whatever.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Crazy.
I
Where are you
tried
guys-
some Virtua
Where are
Fighter
you guys
Double
even
Man.
seeing these complaints from? I guess
It's
I'm
all from
avoiding
the
those
Twitter,
guys.
bro.
Yeah,
Twitter, man.
I saw it
Twitter
on
be
Reddit.
twittering.
I saw that one post that someone said that
Y'all need to get away from the
They're
fighting
virtual-
game kappas or whatever.
Mhm.
they were blaming Tekken players, Tekken, for stealing all the 3D fighting game players.
I
to
saw that shit
Tekken.
too.
Yeah.
Some guy blamed
"What
Tekken for
are you
all the other 3D
saying?"
fighting games failing. Like, everyone just plays Tekken because everybody likes Tekken. I'm like, well, that's not Tekken's fault, bro.
Yeah. I mean, well, no, I mean, yeah. You know what? Sometimes it's like, bro, all these damn boxers keep turning into football players. Where's all the boxers now? It's like no more boxers anymore because everyone's a football player. Well, blame football.
I know, right?
Only thing you can do is blame football. Just get back at them.
What was happening again in like June 9th or something like that? June,
Shoot.
something was happening.
Like Guilty Gear Strive season
Summer
2
Game
update.
Fest.
That's a big update, right?
What is that?
Isn't that the one with the crossplay?
I
Something
think
like
so,
Or is
that,
that already
right?
on?
Or
Yeah.
something like
Crossplay
that. Summer
already in
Game
Guilty Gear? Yeah,
I'm not sure if they're in for season 2, but then I think we just got word like a couple days ago of the date because like it's been looming. Everybody was assuming that it was going to be the end of May, but I think
Summer Game Fest, people are saying.
yeah, they finally
Yeah,
got
Summer
announced
Game
next
Fest.
week. I think. Yeah, no
That's a big
crossplay
one.
yet. I haven't heard that yet. Yeah, no crossplay.
But then
Just season 2.
Bandai Namco is part of Summer Games Fest for
Oh,
announcement details stuff.
I mean, they got a lot of games. It could be Ultimate
yeah,
DLC.
it could be anything, right? But I mean, seeing
Oh,
today
shit.
that Capcom was
That'd
released
be so
something,
sick.
right?
Yeah.
Could be anything.
I don't know.
I doubt it's gonna be anything fighting game related.
I don't think Harada. Yeah,
Harada's been very clear that he doesn't like to, cross promote
Yeah.
the same genre at the same time. You know,
I
he
think-
he considers fighting games like the fighting game genre
Sacred.
as like a big family.
Mhm. Yeah.
Nobody's
So
stepping
I
on
don't
each
feel
other's
like
toes.
it's like, hey, Street Fighter 6 announced it yesterday. All right, tomorrow we can announce Tekken 8 finally. It's not like
Yeah.
that at all, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There needs to be space between them. That's what he's saying. So I think like literally like when he said that shit, like we gotta wait for Street Fighter 6 to come out or like be close to coming out before they even announce the next thing.
Yeah, I think Tekken's the next Tekken. Even if we ever sniffed like the next news of Tekken, it's probably not gonna be till the end of this year. I would
think
assume.
I'm with Ricky on that shit.
We have the tour. We have the tour returning. So
I mean, like that's
Give us season 5. It'll coast us through Street Fighter 6 and
The-
then,
the most
what I'm
like I
saying.
guess the path to like the nicest way for everyone to be happy is like a patch now for a season, whatever the season this is. If you want to add a new season, maybe, but I think that's a little rough. I don't think that that's gonna be on their timeline. I think that just play out this world tour. If they do a balance patch, I'd be sick. And then at the end of the tour, announce Tekken 8. Hopefully, I think that that could be their real like roadmap, but just who knows? They could do anything, honestly. Fuck it, they'll put like a Roger Jr. back in the game
Oh no.
Damn.
just to tide some people over.
Oh man.
That's tying nobody over, dog.
There's like two weirdos out there that miss Roger. I'm sure
No, they
they're
If
really-
Roger Jr. comes out,
Dude,
I'm
they
gonna host
really
the next
love
10v10 for Roger Jr. mirror matches.
I'm sure Anakin used to play him.
Yeah, he did. No, Anakin used to play it for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Damn.
Damn, that's gonna be the answer to beat Arslan Ash. Anakin has Roger Jr.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe those weirdo characters are terrorizing Pakistan. Some
Bro.
weirdo like Kuma player out there just like causing all sorts of havoc.
Imagine Roger jumping stomp is the answer to beat Zafina's stance. He just jumps over Mantis and back turn launches her.
Dude, that'd be sick.
I don't know. Kangaroo kicks are.
I mean, why can't you do that with Law then?
Because Law Stomp lands in front half the time and whips half the time.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn it.
he needs to learn how to jump higher.
Yeah, he's
He
a
needs
a
more
problem.
hops. It's a law problem. Not
It is.
But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up, man. I think Tekken 8 or Tekken 7 balance patch or a new season. I don't know. I think something's in the works. I can't wait to find out. I think they're all going to be happening soon. I think no later than Evo's by the time we get some kind of an update. I think Evo probably will get some kind of an update for that. But TWT
Let's
is back.
hope. Let's not guarantee. Let's
I
just
know.
hope.
I'll just
Because we don't know. Let's make it clear. We don't know shit.
Yeah,
We don't
that's
know
a great
shit.
point too.
We don't
They
know
did-
anything, guys.
They didn't announce
anything.
They didn't announce the TWT finals location. Because when the TWT was supposed to happen in 2020, they announced New Orleans as the spot.
I was
But then
hoping
now
it
that
comes
they've
back
announced this
there.
one-
Yeah, because we never got it.
Yeah. They didn't tell us where this one's gonna be yet.
True.
All right.
It could be that they just don't even have it finalized either.
Yeah,
you know.
that's probably true.
Dude, they also
Oh,
said
yeah.
online and offline events count towards it, so it's pretty exciting. Pretty
Yeah.
exciting. Pakistan and North Africa, also 2 new regions added as well.
Added in. Dojo events coming back. There's gonna be Dojo Prime events.
Right.
Ooh,
So I think the regular Dojo goes up to 96 plus,
Yeah.
but then Dojo Prime is something else. So I gotta believe ICFCs are gonna be Dojo Prime because we're like well over 100 entrants.
Yeah.
you
Oh
know,
yeah,
so,
for sure. Dude, I
So
would have.
that's gonna be
you
pretty
know,
interesting.
I really hope it is at New Orleans because I was really planning on going to that, and it's just like in our backyard. I gotta go, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I've never been, so I was super
I've
excited.
never been either. I'm
They're
down.
just gonna have it at the Orleans in Las Vegas. Close enough. Close enough.
Damn, breaking hearts out here, Rick.
they're gonna have it in Paris. The one in Las Vegas.
No.
We go from Orleans to Paris, bro. We got all of the stops.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fantastic.
So,
Right across from Excalibur.
yeah.
oh boy, I hope not. But yeah, I guess
Uh,
we'll do our little follow me ads, and then do we still do bitch callings on this?
Sure, why not?
All right,
It's been a minute.
all right. So
we
before
must have someone.
we gotta have somebody. I can't think of any.
Been such a long
I'll
time.
let you guys say some stuff before I think of any. But all right, you guys can follow these guys, and Suiken will start off with him.
Okay, sure. Yeah, follow me on Twitter at TKSuiken, and also you can catch me on Twitch at Suiken User, and you can also find me on Instagram at Suiken User as well.
Very
Nice.
Check out
Fuck up, Rick.
You can check out his VODs too on his channel and Level Up Your Games channel from
Yeah.
this weekend if you guys want to catch up on some of those action.
Yeah, and you guys can follow me right here, Level Up Your Game, also on YouTube. Twitter is Repaul, and there's also a secondary YouTube channel now, REEPAL, which has basically my whole Elden Ring run-throughs on there, plus a ton of other stuff. So all the non-FGC stuff is going on that one. YouTube.com/Repaul, REEPAL. Ricky.
Oh yeah, my bad. My name is Ricky. Follow me on Twitch or on Twitter at Ricksteezy, RICKSTEEZY. That's 3 E's. And yeah, that's all I got.
Damn, say your TikToks, you coward. Do you guys have TikToks?
I don't.
I don't even have it downloaded.
I got one.
My TikTok is next to
Old ass boomer. That's my TikTok.
Yeah. I also have a TikTok. It's TK Suiken. So
damn.
My TikTok is next to my Tinder app as well as my Arknight app.
You have a Tinder app?
I downloaded it because I wanted to see what was popping off around here. Nothing's popping off.
Damn, let's go.
I also never made a profile.
What's your bio for Tinder?
I haven't seen you on there.
Other Zovius 5 feet assassin.
Let's go.
I haven't even made a profile. I use it the way Rip plays it, bro. Where it's a mini game.
It's a fun mini game. Oh man, it's breeding season. It's breeding time.
Oh no.
Oh man, I can't. Hurry up, Mike. Finish it up. I can't imagine.
You guys can follow me at the Davis MYK on everything. And now,
there you go.
now
How would Rip even sees Rickstah's profile? He'll match with me.
God,
you guys don't gotta understand. This is a mini game. Now that I know Ricky's on there, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna match with him.
No.
Now I have to download it just to find you guys.
Oh god, this is gonna be tight.
Oh.
All right, is the bitch calling time?
Anybody you guys got? Let it rock.
Man. Damn, who are we gonna call? There's so many people now.
Bro, I've been out of the bitch calling game for years, man. It's been
You're just regularly doing it on the. You're like I don't need no podcast. I'm calling everyone bitches all the time.
true.
Move your ass to that pina colada station.
I can't put that much pressure on him anymore because we've all talked enough shit about watching two fucking Oscar morons just fight each other and not counter one time. Like what kind of Oscar mirror is going on when they don't even counter? No counter.
Not even one fucking counter. Like I was like,
Oscar players not even Oscar players.
They're leaning up against the wall too. They're like, oh, I'm back out of the wall. Anytime now, this shit's gonna come out. That shit never came out at all. Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
I got no bitch call. Oh no, you know what? This is a throwback. This is as old as time because you remember who when we used to run the ATP podcast. You remember who was number one on the bitch calling?
James.
Number one.
James, just fame James.
I knew. I remembered.
He was number one.
I honestly thought I had no one to talk about, Ricky. Thanks a lot.
Well, and I know you, but see, back then I got mad at him only because he would beat my ass, right? And I get frustrated, so I can only call him a bitch. But now he's not beating my ass, but I can still call him a bitch because. See, I saw his match against Arson. I didn't see his off-stream match. So his match with Arson was sick. All right. So it's even. I don't even want to call him a bitch. I'm calling him a bitch for Rip. That's really what it is. Yeah, because I didn't. If I was there and I saw it, I'd be pissed. But since I wasn't there, I can only live through your disappointment.
Wait. Let me tell you, I told Rip this from the.
Oh, you saw it, didn't you?
I did.
You did nothing.
I told Rip
nothing to stop this.
There was nothing. I was already yelling at him. He wasn't listening to nobody. You know,
wait, you watched the match?
I watched it. I wasn't streaming it. I watched it, but I ran up to you and I told you, dude, this motherfucker used fucking bear and knocked this, and you looked at me dead in my eyes. You were like, no fucking way. No fucking way. Like, you were just so, and I was like, I wouldn't lie to you. Like, I'm telling you the truth here. That's your boy.
I could totally see you fucking with him like that, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I would, but I was being dead serious at that time, you know, and he was like, no, let me double check.
That's a 50-50 mix-up.
I saw Brandini afterward. Now, Brandini's a new school SoCal guy compared to James, right? Like, he wasn't around when James was around in SoCal, so James has moved away now. But he was watching James and Matt at a distance, and he's like, what the fuck, Bear? That's what he told me. He's like, oh, I was like, what the fuck, Bear? He's like, all right, he lost, but all right, he'll bring out the law now. What the fuck, Noctis? And he was pissed and he just left. How could you blame the guy? How could you blame him? Just Fame James almost beats Arslan Ash with his law. He's beating everyone. He beats K-Wiss like nothing. Like 2-0's K-Wiss like he wasn't even trying. He's like, this is classic James shit. I'll just do shit from like Tekken 6. These new kids don't know shit about it. Goes, qualifies in the top 24, comes back the next morning after training with Suiken for like an hour the night before.
Exactly. Wasting my time. Like literally, oh, give me some Eliza practice.
I was sitting beside them.
Eliza practice. Like
I'm sitting beside them watching James train against Suiken's Eliza. I'm like, oh, he's getting ready for tomorrow. He's got to play Kira. And then I find out in the morning he played Kira with the bear lost and switched to Noctis.
I'm glad I brought up James's name. Everyone's pissed now.
Dude, we were like on that day, me and Rip couldn't just stop talking shit to him. Like it was getting to the point like we almost like unfriended him for the day,
I would
right?
never.
No, just for a little bit, right? But anyway, he knew how visibly upset we were, so he didn't say anything. So he was really quiet.
The
Yeah.
worst part is that he's visibly upset with himself every time he does this.
Yeah.
Like James, you're upset with yourself every time
What a
you
mystery
do this.
this is. How did this happen, James?
And what I told him was like, James, what big tournament have you ever placed well at with any of your other characters? Yoshi, Bears, Noctis. Nothing. There's nothing else. He went into Dubai. He beat iMusician in the Yoshi mirror match. Did he make top 8 or anything? Of course not. He didn't use law. You know, that's what happens, man. Like, he can win sick matches with these characters, but the one that he has the success with is martial law.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sorry, man. You're not allowed to accept James.
And the fact that these guys
Unless he you have to accept the bear.
No.
there were so many good law players there, besides Rip, right? Like Gosane and Dritten, right? Like and these guys were having a fucking orgy there, right?
was-
Literally,
you guys
all
that was the best part of the weekend.
dude, I'm not even lying. Rip is literally agreeing with me. There was like
Rip
four of them
just
all
said-
together,
Rip just heard the
just
word.
fucking DSSing each other to
Yeah.
each other in real life. Literally DSSing. So,
We were DSSing each other, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's
Literally
definitely the worst.
just like this shit, and like just like. Oh wow, it was a good one. It was a good one.
Back forward, bro. Back forward.
It was one of the best weekends ever. Honestly, that last night we were there,
Y'all are nasty.
the other German guys, they wanted to like hang out longer or whatever. But like I just invited Dritten. I was like, look, I don't want like a million people in my
And
hotel
James.
room. Yeah,
James.
right. But but Dritten told all the other Germans
Yeah,
that he was gonna stick
oh.
around and play with me. So then all of a sudden all of them wanted to come, and I was like,
I left.
yo, man, we don't got space for it. Even Suiken's not gonna be there, right?
Yeah, I already said to Rip, like, I already know what's gonna fucking go down. I don't want to see this
And
shit.
so-
Y'all gotta go, all that. And Rip knew it too. And I was like,
course.
yo, I'm tired, man.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. I'll see you later, man. And
So
I
Mihawk
walked
comes up to
out.
me, and Mihawk comes up to me as they're all saying bye, whatever. He's like, I see how it is. I'm like, you come to Germany, I let you stay in my house. We play Tekken. I drive you to France so that you can play at the mix-up. And now you won't even let us play at night. I'm like, how many of you guys are there? I'm like, come on over. He's like, no,
orgy over,
it's okay.
guy.
It's okay. We understand. And I was like, all right, cool. And then we and Dritten and James went and played for the rest of the night. It was great. It was like the funnest session ever. And Dritten was supposed to move to US, but it's not happening anymore. So this is like basically never gonna happen again. Where we're gonna have like an offline session with me, Dritten, and James. Like, so crazy. That was awesome. Highlight of my trip.
Well,
I turned the bitch calling into like a fucking
Yeah,
rainbow.
I'm glad you managed to turn your James hate into Dritten love.
I'm just gonna call all law player bitches. I hate all of them. They're the worst.
That was some unprotected DSSing going on in that room.
They're all the worst.
There's just one guy. I'll call him a bitch, right? To the one guy that came to my IRL stream and started to fucking hug me when I was not literally put his arm around my neck and my shoulder. Like you just jumped on somebody's shoulder, like, hey, what's up? To the one guy that did that. You're a bitch, dude. Don't do that shit, okay? First of all, if I don't know you, I may be friendly like all these guys. This is a PSA for sure. They just don't touch people that you don't know. It's as simple as that, dude.
That's true.
That was the only time I felt like, whoa, dude, don't fucking
Should have swung immediately.
Dude, literally, I didn't like that, dog. I didn't like that. I had to mute.
Too
So
much
you don't know
touchy.
who this guy is?
I don't know who this guy is.
Okay.
Wow, so you call like a no namer a bitch. You don't even know his name. He knows your name.
But the fact if he's watching, he knows.
He's
knows
Because I had to
bitch.
mute the stream for just a moment to say, hey, look, you need to take fucking 6 steps back because don't fucking do that shit, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, and then coming back to compose, like, you know, like walking around, I'm already seeing so many cool people, but like, I don't know why that just peeved me off. I think it was a combination of fatigue, but like if you're tired and you're having fun with your friends and you're just showing off stuff, and then somebody random just fucking comes and puts more weight onto you, and I don't even know you, you know, it's like I think that's what toppled me over a little bit.
I think it's always awkward when it's just like your first time meeting someone and that's literally the first interaction you're having with them. It's just like, bro, that is way too much. We are not that close. We are literally touching dick to dick right now. Get the fuck off me. Like, bro.
Doing some European Dragon Ball fusion dancing
exactly,
stuff.
right? Dude, the dry humping with like...
Rip, did you see that?
Bro, he saw it.
Yeah, I saw that.
he saw it.
All right.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, it was a lot of weight being hefted up.
That was impressive. Yeah,
the guy who was carrying them, he really didn't want to let go.
Well, he didn't expect it. You could tell he didn't
it looked like he expected it.
He expected a hug. He didn't expect to grab
I don't think so.
raw
No.
lower back.
Does anybody have a
you
link to that
definitely
clip?
do.
That
Dude's hand was touching that dude's lower back and caressing and also lifting.
If you don't expect to grab someone, you definitely don't hold them up there for 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be like, oh shit, all right, cool, man, get the fuck off me. You know?
Yeah,
but like,
all right, look, if I'm the dude that's grabbing you and then you're sticking your legs up on me, that's the hard pass where it's like I let go, you fall to the ground. If I'm the other dude that's jumping onto the dude,
we got the clip.
Funny sentences. Try to put your legs on the floor. This is where he jumped on them with sweats, bro. Like, that's the kind of shit you take to the strip club. You wear sweats to the strip club. He wore sweats so he can grind on his boy.
What? Play that again.
As he made him fall.
the catch is so awkward too. Bro! But you know, he saved him. It looks like, it's like, you know in wrestling when somebody jumps off the top rope and then they catch him down before they hurt themselves? That's what it sounds like. Oh, you're gonna hurt yourself. I got you. And he picks him back and stays.
Almost dropped him right here. Look at this.
Why did he put his legs around his waist like that?
The legs up is really the part I didn't pay attention to the last time I watched this
clip. Right there. He barely caught him.
No, my favorite part about this clip still is
him just humping his way back up.
Get high.
My favorite part about this clip still is that black dude on the left that watches, because at first he laughs, and then it's just like the longer it goes on, the more you can see like he's wearing a mask, and you can still see the confusion in his eyes, just like,
oh my god,
the fuck! Like he laughed at first, like, oh, that's a funny interaction. Whoa, they're interacting for a minute. Whoa.
What country were they from?
Europe, man. That's European Dragon Ball.
See, that's what I was saying. It seemed more likely. That's why I asked what country. I was like, that doesn't seem very American.
Dude,
yeah, no one gets that hype.
Apparently, yeah, it was 10v10 that happened in Dragon Ball versus in NA versus EU, and America wanted to get NA wanted to get.
Damn.
What can we say?
NA won all the exhibitions, even the SoCal versus Midwest Street Fighter 5. NA won.
That's true.
That's how I view it.
That is true.
Let's go. Let's go.
Nicely
Anything
done.
else?
No, I think that's gonna do it.
I think we're done here, guys.
Yeah, don't hug people you don't know in real life, especially not like that.
I'll stream Thursday night SmackDown after this. Like,
hey, Rip.
15 to 30 minutes, and then after that, I'll even watch the boys. We'll do a watch party together after that. What's up, Suiken?
Patch me up in the WrestleMania.
You want a patch?
I want a patch, dog.
Dog. You blew it. Remember we were on the tag team and you blew it?
That's why I need a patch.
No, I think you blew it.
I need a patch.
You need something. See you guys next time.
Yeah, peace out, guys.
Whoa. What does that even mean?
I don't even know what it means. Don't touch me, guy.
Patch me up, dog.
Don't touch me, guys.
Catch you guys next time.